And now a message from one of our sponsors. From the world of international travel, lifting luxury to new heights, it is called the Monarch. New overnight New York to London air service nonstop. Yes, you now can fly British Overseas Airways Corporation double-decker Stratocruisers exclusively and get to Europe in one luxurious flight. Unheard of. BOAC's new Stratocruisers feature 3 stewards, 1 stewardess, and a complimentary 7-course dinner with cocktail wine and champagne, and full-size sleeper berths are available at a slight extra charge. In addition, each customer receives a complimentary overnight bag, and the Elizabeth Arden Beauty Kit with 10 basic beauty aids is complimentary to every lady. So many extras at no extra fare. Fly BOAC for daily service to Europe, and next time, take your mom with you. Well, Joe, I wonder if there are any other Mother's Day stories from our friends at Lefse Lutheran.
Yeah, sure, you betcha. Yeah, more reminiscent up there in Minnesota. They remember the time when little Ole was sitting in the kitchen watching his mom do the dishes. And he looked over and saw white strands of hair coming from her brunette hair. It happens. You know, and he says, "Mom, why do you got white strands of hair coming out of your head?" "Well," she said to Ole, "every time you do something bad or make me cry, I get a white hair." Well, he thought for a minute, and he said, Well, you must have been a little bugger when you were a little girl." "Well, why do you say that, Ole?" she said. "Because Grandma's hair is all white."
Oh, boy. Speaking of grandmothers, Joe, you did know that they are moms too, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, here are some letters from our listeners honoring their grandmothers. So here's what listener Barb Richter says about her Grandma Hilda of Dalton, Minnesota. "Grandma Hilda and Grandpa Charlie read Christ in Our Home every night. We took turns reading the verses in the Bible, the lesson, and the prayer. And so we now read it every day in our home." And here's another letter about a beloved grandmother. Florence Taylor of Silverton, Oregon, went home in 1998. Florence lived her life by accepting all people wherever they were. She was the least judgmental person I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. There was always enough to set an extra plate at the table and have an extra bed to sleep. Her door and heart were always open. I have so many memories of my grandmother, and they all include time spent with me and my family. My grandma could drive anything and took great pride in teaching me. We were out driving in a field one day, and I got stuck on a hill. She looked and asked me what I was going to do. I looked at her and I said, "Get out and push." She laughed and proceeded to teach me how to cut a hill to drive out. With love, Dawn Taylor Woods, your loving granddaughter. You are forever in my heart and memories. Grandma Edna of Medford passed away in 1984, but she left many lasting memories. Her granddaughter, Rhonda Reeder, writes, "Grams was a mother of 7, including 3 sets of twins, all born at home. She had a positive attitude throughout her life. She told me quite often that hard times were God's way of making sure you were listening. I got to spend Friday nights with Grams when I was young. Loved it because I could read her movie magazines, eat popcorn, and drink Coca-Cola from a bottle. Miss you, Grams." And a special shout out to Grace, who was putting the grand in grandmother, watching the live stream in Tacoma with David, Calais, Anna, and Benjamin and Liz. Those were great letters about grandmothers. But now I'd like to read a letter with a very special dedication from Marty Ronning to her mother, Helen Johnson. "My mom is an inspiration. She, along with Immanuel Lutheran Church, saved me when I moved here 2 years ago. Thank you, Mom. I love you. You are a child of God, and I'm blessed to have you as a mom. Love, your daughter."